I want to ask now though, whenever it comes to like y'all's personal relationships, do y'all want a guy that is is going to be like a fine, like if y'all had to get married, like in the next couple of weeks, or say like the perfect guy come up, like what's an income that like a man needs to make today to be able to give you the life that you truly want, and say like a life where like y'all could stop working, like the old school style, like tradcon life. How much money would that man have to make? Like $200,000 a year, 250, like for you to live like the life that you have right now and you're really happy with, but not have to work anymore. You could raise your families, you could do everything the traditional way or
But
whatever.
Sergio, they're looking for equality. They're gonna pay half the bills.
Well, that's why
So
I want to see if I want. This is a test to see if they would ever give up that. If they would ever give up that want to be equal in that way. Like, would you ever? Is there a certain amount that he would have to make for you to do that?
Um, no, because I'm doing something I truly love. Like I love poetry. I love writing it. I love performing it. So I don't really even have to get paid to do that. That's not really a job. I
So,
love
like,
it.
you
So
could always have a hobby. Like my girlfriend, she's not
it's
just
not a
sitting at my
hobby.
house as a slave. She's crocheting as we speak right now. Like she has lots of hobbies, lots of things that she does. So it's not even like she's just not working.
Mhm.
Like she still does other things, and she can sell those things and have fun. That like so you could still have your hobby with this guy who makes $500,000, whatever.
It's not a hobby. It's my purpose. It's my life.
It's your purpose.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a part of my purpose. I will say that. But I really don't think about money like that. I know God takes care of me, and He will bring that person to me, and we will just match up.
If you if you had like a kid, and like you want to have like the poetry career, and like say like y'all have a kid and your career or your you say like you don't even make a lot of money off it, but you're really going to help people. Like you need to fly to Boston to like do a show or something like that, or to teach people or something like that. Who's gonna watch your kids whenever you go do that?
There will be somebody around.
There would be somebody
I
around.
have plenty of family. I do have a village around me,
Yeah.
so or I will bring them with me. I know plenty of poets who take their children on tour with
Yeah,
them.
but you're the type though, like you're okay with other people like mostly raising your kids. Like say like you had to work all the time, like you're having to fly out every month, twice a month, three times a month. You would still choose that?
Hmm. I never really. Well, stop. I thank you for asking the question because it's making me think about it. Would I ever want to switch that up? I don't know. Possibly if I have a child after I've already completed all that.
Alright.
So it's like, okay, yeah, I've already done that, and I've toured around the world, I've traveled, and everything like that. So yeah,
You just want to travel first,
yeah.
see a lot.
Hmm.
Have you ever thought about
Experience.
like traveling like after having kids?
Yeah.
Like doing it all early, and then like in your like late 30s, 40s, like after the kids graduate stuff, then you start traveling.
No, I feel like God didn't have that plan for me. So
Okay, I was just curious. No, that's just what my parents did. But what about you? If you had to, choose, like, if there was an income that a guy could make that would make you give up, OnlyFans, like give up like the modeling, give up all that stuff. Like, what is like the amount that he would have to make for you to take that seriously?
I don't want to say like I have an amount because the more I do, the more I need.
Oh yeah, it's
You know
gonna
what?
go up more and more and more. Yeah,
Exactly. So it's not. I can't give you like a straight amount.
$500,000
Now you're talking.
every
what if
a
I
year,
had
I
that in my bank account though?
huh?
What if I just had that in my bank account? What if I made that?
Well, like I mean, to be honest, like when a woman has money, it's not the same as when a man has money. Because when a man makes money, it's for the family. When a woman makes money, it's usually for herself or just her kids. It's way different because like men are meant to be providers. So I don't think it's valuable when a woman has a lot of money in the bank.
Hmm.
It's valuable to her,
Yeah.
and if she has kids, it's valuable to her kids, but it's not valuable to the man or any man that's going to come to her life usually. But yeah, but about half a million a year, you would be able to give it all up for half a million a year.
I wouldn't give it up, but like I couldn't. I'll start considering
You
different
start
things.
considering
But
it.
I would never. I would never stop doing what I do.
You love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, do you mean like all of it, like modeling, OnlyFans, all of it? You don't want to give up any of it?
No, because that's like a part of me. Like, of course, some stuff will stop along the
Mm.
way, but I'm never gonna stop working because there's a set dollar. I'm not that type of
Yeah.
person.
No, I feel that. What about you? Is there a number where like if a guy made a certain amount, you'd be like, yeah, dude, I'll be your little stay-at-home wifey.
Honestly, I agree with exactly what she said. I mean, 500,000, yeah, you're talking, but I'm never gonna not make money on my own. I'm never gonna not do something. I mean, I gotta have a business. I gotta have something going to where I'm making my own money because I'm not gonna depend on him like I'm not gonna depend on him, and I can't depend on him forever. What if he wants to leave me one day, and then what? I'm broke and lost? Absolutely not.
You don't think that like you could have a backup plan? Like I'll give you an example. Like as my girl, like I mean, I'm putting her through her nursing school so she could still have her nursing school, so or her nursing done. So if we ever did break up in 5-10 years, she has like a degree, like she can go become a nurse, like she has everything done for it, you know.
Yes, that's
So
what he
like
has to do.
I think like the thing is like two things can be right at the same time, you know. Like you can choose to like be with somebody and like fully devote to them, but also have a backup plan at the same time. Like two things can be right at the same time.
Yeah, that's
It
what I
doesn't
would
need to
do.
be. It doesn't need to be one or the. I think society scares us a lot today, and we're like, oh no, the guy that does it to her, that means that she's not gonna have anything else. Don't get me wrong, there are some crazy dudes out here that will like try to restrict you from being able to do anything to be able to leave him one day. Probably even keep from your family too if he's that type of guy. So like, but yeah, y'all should have saw that red flag early on. But a good man will totally respect the fact that y'all need to be, especially a man that's on his career and making good money and stuff. He should be able to respect the fact that hey, I want you to have something in your back pocket for if we break up one day because why would he want you? I mean, because at the end of the day, it's going to screw him over, and he's going to have to pay more alimony. And like, what about you though? Like, is there a certain number that right now you would just be like, yes, I will be I want to have babies right now, and I'll stay at home with you right now.
Well, you keep throwing out this $500 million.
You gonna say that one? I mean, the economy is pretty bad right now, man. I don't know.
Yeah, facts. I was about to say I really don't have a dollar amount, to be honest. Really just whatever makes us happy. Because when I'm in a relationship, I'm tunnel vision. You know, it's really just me and him against the world.
So like you could even have like a frugal lifestyle. You think?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
So like me and you
So
are
it don't
probably
have to
really
be the
common then. Yeah.
It don't have to be the $500,000. He could make 20,000.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And if we happy every day and we still doing regular life stuff, you know, in reality, it's like my happiness and the peace of my relationship is more important than like the dollar amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and I would argue that like less than 100 G's, I don't know right now with these prices, but probably around a less than 100K, you could maybe like have a good relationship. And like it just depends how frugal you are. Like if you're the type where y'all want to go out to eat once a week, or y'all want to go on dates every week, or y'all want to go on vacations every 3 months, that's an expensive relationship. Yeah, but if you're trying to like actually just be frugal and stuff, like my family went on vacations like once every 2 or 3 years. Like that's because I had like 4 sisters, and like that's a lot of people to pay for on a vacation. So it's like we barely went on trips. When we went out to dinner only for each other's birthdays, and that's it. Like there was no like going to Chili's on this Friday. No, there was none of that. So it's super weird to me whenever like I hear people have really high lifestyles because like when you settle down, you have a family, or you have kids. There's just other priorities going on. Like you start putting more into your 401k and like putting more towards your house and stuff because that's what's going to save you money in the future. Like every dollar y'all put into your 401k or your IRA right now that's tax deferred, that's literally $7 in the future. So that's like literally 100 grand, is going to turn into $700,000. And it's like a lot of people really take that for granted, I feel like.